My hills are there, you can just make them out. So I'm glad I'm not up there today. And I am also glad that I didn't take this cut, because at that end it is full of cows. Gavin, you alright? Matt, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Pinned, how you doing? Aldi, lovely to see you. Christine, how you doing? Yeah, look, field full of cows. So luckily we're not going that way. We do have more sheeples. It's been a bit rainy, it's not too bad. How you doing, Pinned? Valentine, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. We are going to go through Bettina, lovely to see you, through the old graveyard. Angie, how you doing? Angie's lovely. Pain, to be honest, my legs are killing me today. So I kind of needed this. Stretch them out a little. Look at that big old tree. Huge. So rather than sitting and moaning at the rake to myself, we've got out. Jamie, how you doing? Seasons are really changing. Tim, how are you? Thanks for coming in. There's a little old-fashioned roundabout. Ainantla, how are you doing? Neo, lovely to see you. And on this church, the lady wasn't there with the keys, so I'll bring you another day. It was gifted from the priory round about early 1200's, but there was a Roman fort here before that, and it's been built with stone robbed from Hadrian's Wall. And there's a couple of pieces of masonry that you can tell that it's been the masons have got tool marks in them. But I'll show you as we go past. My favourite gravestone is over on this side. No, my second favourite. I've got two. Pinned, have you ever seen a gravestone that has been fired in a kiln, a pottery one? I'll show you it in here. It is stunning. Headshot, how you doing? Sheena. Thanks, Angela. This, I think, is the oldest one, 1686. But this is my second favourite. Where is he? He was the commander in the Royal Navy of Great Britain who died in 13th of July, 1810, aged 57. In the battle between the British and the Dutch fleets of Camperdown, 11th of October 1797, he was first lieutenant on board the Russell of 71 guns, here to distinguished part in the glorious victory. Also his son. Now, it must have been a bit of a fashion at the time, because you've got that one and you've got another the same shape further on. Jason, how you doing? Secret, you alright? So this is, the next one along is the Norman window, the oldest window on the place. You alright, Ayla? Adrian? It's out my own life then. Agent, how you doing? Down here we've got a chalice up in the top corner there, and we've also got a sword. Now, although that's linked to Knights Templar, I'm told that it was most likely a priest, a vicar, that served with an army. So there's your Norman window. And here's a piece of masonry from a building on Hadrian's Wall. I'd love to have known what it was. That one's got some interesting markings on it as well. And I've been searching it and searching it, looking at each block for new. Now this porch was a mortuary, and that was a later add-on to the main church. Oh, just brilliant, love it. Right, I will show you my favourite one, absolute favourite. I've never seen anything like this anywhere, so I'm amazed by it. And now everything's dying back, you can see a lot more. There's some trees that the bushes and the have actually taken over, the gravestones, so I can take you in there soon as well, once it dies back some more. I got nettled yesterday and it's still stinging now on the back of my hand. Haywood, how you doing? Dale. Dale is a ray of sunshine wherever she goes, aren't you, Daisy? Here we go. Secret, have you ever seen one like this as well? I was saying to Pind about it. Never seen anything like this. I think is it terracotta? It's fired in a kiln. And just look at it. I have never seen anything like that ever. Pizza, how you doing? Isn't that beautiful? For my father, the Reverend Wesley Hetherington, son of James Hetherington, who died 25th April 1942, aged 64, and my mother, Mary, who died 7th of April 1923. So she lost both parents not too far apart. On the back we have, in grateful memory, Renee, and we've got a maker's mark. Agent. Yeah, alright. But I just love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Cass. Buzzing. Nora, you alright? Thanks for coming in, X-Talk Explorer. Daddy, thank you for coming in too. And then we'll have the old fire and brimstone seat in the top corner. Oh, here comes some rain. What's wrong then? Headshot. Even Agent missed you as well. Agent was left wondering where you were. You were well and truly missed. I'll take you to the seat for those that haven't seen it. Ooh, this is a bit squishy. Ooh, it's very squishy. Ugh. Right, I'm a bit paranoid because I'm sinking everywhere. The thought of standing on graves, I hate it. Right, it'll get in this top corner. This was a memorial put in, I think, the early 1900s, I think. The old fire and brimstone. Headshot, nice one. Angie's lovely. Ooh, it's squishy. We're going to go down the river. No wonder these ones are slipping, the ground's terrible. Here we go. Sat away, out the way. Mr. Whistle, how you doing? So here we go, nice sandstone seat put in. Before you rest, never here, sit and think and pray. 1926. So basically, sit your backside down, have a think about your life, pray to the Lord before you end up here. Look how steep that bank is. That's well steep. Let's have a look. Wonder if that's owls. I presume it's owls. It's big for woodpeckers. We've got some deer in the bottom of here, so we'll have a look, and we'll have a look around for the otter tracks, see if the otters are around. They might be a lot less shy now. Ooh, I'm getting shaken on by a tree. The seasons have changed and there's not so many people coming down to the river. Pizza, we were talking about you earlier on. That you sound, you're a good crack. Hope your ears were burning. Now, we did lose Cass. Oh my God, thank you so much, Cass. Thank you. Buzzing. Thank you. We did lose part of the graveyard. The bank slipped away. So they've been reinterred for set back. But this bank is just a bit iffy. It was nice. It was nice pizza, honest. And that agent wants to eat you. You do make people hungry. Ooh. Right, this bank might be a little bit slippy. Thanks, Caster Star. It's weird, so weird. Right. This is a bit slippy. You can see where some of the trees have slipped. Ooh, look, we've got a tree with eyes again. I keep finding trees with eyes. There's an eye. There's an eye. Ooh, it's got two eyes. They're a bit crossed eyes. But look. If only I was tall enough to go and stick a nose and a mouth on. Isn't that weird? It's covered in eyes, that tree. Covered in them. Yeah. Some of the really old ones. Pizza. Dear. Where you gone, girl? There you go. Just one. It's coming back up. I forgot just one. I think it's gone through the meadow. We'll have a look, but that was just a single. So we'll keep looking. Have you got them, Esri? I've never seen them before. Right. I really should be paying attention to my feet. Ooh, because this is rough. I mean, if you look at this bank, that tree's dropped, that piece of bank slipped down. Tim, thank you so much for coming in, you star. A few months ago, I was here, we were following the deer tracks. They go right along the side of the river. They've got a path that they use, and it starts to get a bit dicey on that as well, so I had to leave it. Yeah, I think my deer's gone into the meadow. Now, on the opposite bank, when we get down here, is where the otters are, and they do play on this bank a lot. And my laces have come undone, so I need to put these down on the table when we get down here, if I don't land face first on it. Ooh. Walking, trying to make sure that you don't stand on your own laces on a bank like this is interesting. Oh my God. Right, here's the deer. Oh, shoot. Ah, splits. See there? That's your deer track. That's the track that I've followed. Right, I'm about doing the splits. Hang on, I'll show you. See, I slipped a good foot or so. That was interesting. Thanks, pizza. So what else you seeing me doing? Dodgy things. Oh, oh my God. And I can't go back up the other way because it's full of cows. I saw it on the way in. Sweet Jesus. God, it'd be fun going back up that. Right, let's get down. And I can sort these laces out. Luckily the tree roots act as steps. Right, so directly opposite is where the otters are. The water's actually high. It's about covering the whole. Last time we were here we did see kingfishers. We've got kingfishers on this spot too, which made my day. Haywood, you laughing at me? Haywood, no, there's absolutely loads of them. There's about 30 cows. I saw them down the middle. I was like, thank God I didn't go that way. Right, we've got buzzards. Can you fly still, please, Mr. Buzzard? Right, so let's put a table up down here, which is going to be handy. Right, you're probably going to be looking at the sky pretty much just while I sort my shit. How you doing? Sorry, I was just doing my laces. So, have we got any track? Let's have a look. The otters were playing along. Have a look. We have had a lot of rain, so it might have. But we'll still have a look. Can't see any that way. Harry, how you doing? The koala, how you doing? Can you not spam the chat, please? Thanks. No fresh one since the rain this morning. See that black sand? No, SB, all the way along. Johnny, thanks for coming in. Right, we'll carry on further along. I was gonna be brave and go down this bank and have a look at fossils as well. I'll have a little scout for the otters. The otters are in here. If it's not covered in your leaves, you'll see the track that they use. They use that as a slide back down into the water. And I found the tracks all the way up here. All the way up. Actually a fair bit of water in, you know. Again, the water's so dark because it comes from the moors. So it filters through the peat. Now then, we should... Oh no, we've got some toe tracks. I think we've got some toe tracks in there. Could just be raindrops, but hey. Now a deer came along here and back up into there. Pleasure, how you doing? You alright, Debs? Debs, I was just about doing the splits. Ah, I can't get to it, it's full of water. There was a little beach on this bank where it's dropped. We'll have a look, because you never know. Steph, how you doing? The water's really high. Bumblebee, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I can't hear any of the kingfishers as yet, but there's plenty of blue tits and coal tits. Has anyone else got sound? It's not showing any issue for me either. Oh, cool. Right, we might catch the deer back in here. I'll have a look. B, it's my safe place. Pleasure X Devs, thank you so much. Thank you a lot. Right, is she round? Or he round? It was big, I presume that it's a buck. I couldn't quite see properly because of the tree. Ooh, ouchie. That nearly went over. Face first. In true Shazza style. You alright, Jamie? Oh, there we go. Deer tracks in cow poo. Jobs are good and thanks, Devs. And Cass, lush. I'm wondering if it's going to double back on me because it's not come through this way. And I'm also watching that way because I know there's cows. Bumblebee, I'm in Cumbria. A stone's throw from Hadrian's Wall and Scotland. The little church that I walked past before was built with stone robbed from Hadrian's Wall. Like a lot of the farms and walls are around here. I'll have a look. You never know, we might be able to get onto the edge. Jeez, the gate's buried. I'll walk along the bank as far as I dare with cows there. I'll have a look on here first. No, I can't quite get down. How's you, Steph? How's your world anyway? There's a lovely beach on that side as well, normally. But it's under 2. When this is in flood, it is ridiculously high. It's up to about where I am. And considering how wide it gets with that side too, scary to see. It's beautiful though. Right, I'm going to get brave and we're going to have a look along this meadow. Ooh, what's that? Really pretty piece of quartz because there's a bank that's cut back. So we might find some little fossils in there. I need to take some more photos of the fossils that I've chipped out the stones. I've actually chipped out pieces that are like a fossil itself, like a leaf. Dale, it's beautiful. I love it. But normally this bit is just bubbling away over the stones. But with it being so high, not today. Mark, how are you doing? Normally I can take you on this little beach here. It's just not happening today. I hear kingfishers. Where are they? That high-pitched call is kingfisher. Thanks, Ayla. Come on, little birdies, where you at? I'm brilliant. I'm walking off some sore legs, Mark. They're throbbing. There's a high risk we'll be running back along here, so I'll soon stretch my legs out. If these cows are up here, oh, if I get stuck. Imagine if I got stuck behind that fence. These, the bank collapsed, and they're not actually attached, look. They're held up by that, but look at the stuff we've got down there. Got some lovely lumps of quartz and what looks to be fossil holdings. In this corner, away from the water's edge, so we'll have a look. But if I start running, this is cows, and I don't want to get trapped in this corner. That's making me feel a bit iffy, you know, walking along the same speed as the water. Bumblebee, no. I had a chase off one not long ago. I don't mind cows when they're on the opposite side of a fence, but I don't want trampled. Those heads and hooves hurt, and this bank's starting to collapse again, look. Oh, I want that one. See that one there? A lovely vein of quartz through it, I think. Must be quartz. Carla, thanks for coming in. Johnny, thank you so much. Thank you. You're a star. Cass has been giving me a crash course on stuff because I didn't have a clue. Not one clue. It's a fair sprint back, you know. Now, this is interesting. We've got a barrier. Can you see it? We've got banking. I've not noticed that before. Interesting. Right, for cowpokes it said round this corner, I'm off like a shot. Because I've got a long way to leg it. And I don't fancy swimming. I'm going on a school run, absolutely dripping. Logman, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Also checking for that deer. They tend not to travel too far. They will hang about. But as yet I've not seen it. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep you out of the wind. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you. The star. I was talking myself into this. They're going to deny it for this, that, t'other. I hadn't done this right. I hadn't done that right. Cheers, Nia. But it only took 3 days. Oh, it's Double D in. Double D, how you doing? Agent, sod that, I'll be off like stink. Right, we'll just be careful as we go around here. They all look like dairy cows from the top end that I saw them. You never know, I can't remember if there's a gate in the way or not. They might not like getting the hooves dirty coming down this end. Ah, for God's sake, I didn't put the bag in my pocket. But saying that, yesterday, I had a bit of a clarty pocket. I'm going to put a poll up. Maybe, oh, hang on, pay attention, Shazzy. For Friday. About where to go. I'll give you some locations and you can choose where I go. Right, this is the bank that I want to have a look in. Can't see cows and there's no mega fresh doo-doo. Be brave, Shazza, be brave, you can do it. See how this bank, look, opened up? if it's man-made, it's old. And I don't think it is, it's part of that woodland there. I love this meadow, you know. So yeah. Right, who's on about zombie cows? Peter, behave. You're going to see me do a Usain Bolt if a cow comes. Wow, that bank's dropped as well. I've got butterflies, you know that. I'm a bit scared. Damn it, and I've got to go through a bog to get to... Phil, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. It's a bit boggy. Which way do I go? We'll see how boggy it is. I think it's going to be very boggy. And I can stick my feet in the fence. No, I won't. I'll go round it. I can get round. How's your world, Double D? Hope everyone's good. Ooh, it's boggy. I was walking my boots clean after yesterday in that Victorian dump because I got a bit clarty. Jeez. Is it his water trough or is it just because it's low lying? Did you hear that slop? I don't think the cows have been down here for a while because the hoof marks aren't very fresh. Right, so let me get across here. And we're over. Nearly. Right, I want around the corner. Ooh, ecky thump. This might not have been a good idea, this path. Let's see. No. Look at my poor boot. Damn it. Right, abort mission. Come back to safety. Oh, my poor boot. God damn it. Oh, poor boot. Oh, I nearly fell over. Oh my God. Oh, my heart. I nearly went just then. Like nearly went. Oh, lovely. Right, I'm standing in my boot prints on the way back. If I could see them. Damn it. Right, we're going to wash my boots. I can't get in the car with those. Look at the state of this. Look at that. That is minging. And this sandstone, it dyes stuff. Hey Rose, how you doing? Ministry, you alright? Stu? Sorry if I've missed you. Oh, wrong one. How you doing, Rose? Secret, I was nearly rolling in cow doo-doo then. That was very, very, very close. Silver, you alright? Right, we're going to go and have a little paddle to clean my boots. Jeez, that was deep. I hadn't even put my full weight on my boot and it kept going. Right, Mr. Deer, where are you? Oh, it was so close, that made my heart go. I thought I was down. I'll probably scare the deer off, if it is still around. Yeah, it's pure sandstone around here. The ground is really, 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 really boggy. Really boggy. And because it's the sandstone, and it's a dark sandstone, it stains everything. They'll go bright red. Some of these little places is a high iron content as well. And if you get that on your clothing, especially your boots, it's really hard to get out. What does that warning sign say? Let's have a look. Electric. Next to the water, fabulous. Yeah, where I'm going, Ministry, there's a lot of grouse on this year. They got hit by disease for 2 or 3 years running. 1 year they were pretty much wiped out all over the country. But they're coming back. They're getting their numbers back. What else up there? The curlews, their numbers have been in decline. But I've been seeing really good numbers of those up here as well. High voltage, where we touch. Not heard that for ages. See, that deer could be sat in those reeds and I never see it. You're best off looking for the white bum. Thierry. Hey, how you doing, Thierry? You got white? No way. Neil, film them. Yeah, it's never gone. Usually, Agent, it's winter time that we get hit. But it's never really gone away this year, and it's affected a lot of areas through the summer. Rather than a blanket ban of letting your birds out, they have instead used inclusion zones for this one. So anyone with birds, anyone with chickens that you free range, if you go on gov.uk and look at the avian flu page there, it will guide you to a list of areas that are exclusions and where birds have been found. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a goose. Look at the size of that. Is it oh, it's a heron. Come back, Mr. Heron. It's been not that far. I've not been anywhere near an exclusion zone, but I've kept mine in to keep birds as a business. Flocks over 50 are classed as commercial. I'll never have 50 chickens, it's far too many, but I follow their guidelines, so their run has got a roof on, it's totally covered. The wire on the sides is too small for wildlife to get through. When you're in an exclusion zone, geese, you need to completely cut your birds off from the wild birds. So if you haven't got a roof on, they can poo on the roof. And that can infect your birds. It normally comes in through waterfowl. So your geese, your ducks, your swans, but it travels quickly into the local avian life. You'll have a hawk, eats the body. What are they? I think they're field fares. There's a lot of them. Yeah, so you'll get a hawk that will eat the carrion of an infected bird. They all get infected. Then the little birds will peck off their body and it travels through the avian system like that. So I am really, really careful. It's rare that the bird flu can cross species to humans. But I think it was 2 years ago. There was a guy down south somewhere, and he was a bit eccentric, and he loves ducks. And he actually has his ducks come into his house, and he feeds a lot of them. He caught bird flu from those pet ducks, so he lost his whole flock, but he didn't pass it on. So it's not just about about your birds or however much you love them. It's about that possibility that you could kill people by it jumping the species because of your not adhering to rules. There, that's my bird flu thing over. There's been a lot of geese recently, big flocks too. Tupac, how you doing? Tupacing. Good morning, Tupac. Because you just need to look at your chicken run, the enclosure you've got them in, and think, could a little bird get through your wire? Could a little bird sit on the roof and their poo get through the roof? Just simple things like that. It can save your flock and it can save other people's lives, basically. What to stay along with. Headspace, how you doing? I'm a lady. Sorry, I had to do that. Little Britain was brilliant, it was so funny. I think, well, it's growing all right actually. Hey, Headspace, I nearly went on the floor. Not this year, it did 2 or 3 years ago. But they totally isolated the old guy in his house and it didn't pass on further than him. But it is rare, but it is possible, and it's a really virulent strain this last year. And I was surprised to see it going in the summer, to be honest, because normally we'll have a few months of peace. Yeah. Remember the bird flu? It was around about the same time, wasn't it? I got into people. Oh, I nearly got my foot stuck. Can anyone tell me what time it is, please, in the UK? I'll just scan this bank just to see if the deer's back. Nice one. Nice one. I should really be sitting quiet and listening for these otters. I'll wash my feet before we're going to leave because I don't want to be walking around with big soggy feet. I've never been up here. Not that I think I can get far. Because that bank's so steep, you've got areas like this where it just starts to wash away and drop into the water. Right, back on the path, be sensible. Nits, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oop. Am I even going the right way? Yes, I am. Yeah, right, Daryl. The fish aren't rising, but they won't in this cold, and because the water's high. Over the winter, they'll just sit on the bottom and just laze around. See if we can get further along the bank. Now the nettles and things are dying off. Nit says otter. I found otter live just over there on that bank. There's not a den. It's ever since I've been trying to catch them. The otters use that bank as a slipway to go back in the water. I found the tracks on that, and I found the tracks along this bank too. I'll have a look along now that I can see what I'm doing some more. Oh, we've got a big tree come down. That's not been there long. See that big one there. Again, this is a level track. You see it? Woods through. Yes, Nits. I'm safe here. The only risk I'm at is other humans in the area where I live. And there's not many of those around this place. Well, a birdie's been had. I found otter tracks all over these banks. Down in here, let's have a look. I've got something down on there. See that disturbance just there? Look at these little shrooms. They're only tiny. Teeny tiny. Nutter, how you doing? If you're up early, go and check out Nutter and his morning talk show. He's mint. Right, let's see if I can do this without getting nettled. I've got nettle's head height. Diane, how you doing? Right. See, I'm female, I can multitask at once. I'm walking trees, giving people Spanish. And I nearly grabbed a nettle to steady myself. That wouldn't have gone well. Zaxon, how you doing? Zaxon's got a brilliant channel as well. Everyone has in their own right. Yeah, I will, Nits. Can't quite get down to that bit. We'll keep following this animal track as far as I can fit through. Zaxon rocks. Oh. Ooh, this is a bit weird in here. Yeah. And here we go, my dear. Has been through here and moving at speed. And again, more deer tracks. Good sized deer as well. If I meet it face first, I'm going to have a heart attack. Ooh, I've never been here. It's a bit iffy. I think I'm going to be cut off. Deej, how you doing, Deej? Check out Deej. Deej has got... Have you got it? It's set up, Deej, for that the anniversary live. Secret, if you're in, what are them? Pretty little shrooms. If you've got it set up, Deej, stick it in chat. Oh, that was a bit steep. Oh, there's a little bridge. It's very weird in here. The little Beth, I've got a spring coming through there. We have a little Beth that sits on my shoulder telling me it's really not a good idea to try and get down that bank and across. And it's just kind of winning. Just Nicole, how you doing? Ooh. Will this pop? Phone between you and me and it. No, it won't. Those crazy popping things. No wonder there's so many around now because of the dispersal. They shoot those seeds a good few feet. More cute shrooms. Oh, nice one, Deej. Thank you. Sorry I didn't see it. Oh, go on. Thank you, chick. There, we got some little one. None it. I'm following an animal track. Yeah, cause it's a bit iffy. You've got a lot of fallen logs and a very soft bank. On the way up, I'm going to check out the animal track on the bank just to see if the deer are using that still. Let's have a look through here. Be brave, Shazza, be brave. That was a huge tree in its time. Huge. These are all elders. I'm also careful because we've got the graveyard at the top of the bank. So there's some things that I really don't want to see. Pizza, you see? Oh, no, it's too dark a subject. About moving graves and that kind of situation. Taylor, how you doing? Hang on, Taylor, I'll give you a spanner. The Bud Files. Good morning, Sue. How you doing? Taylor, I came looking for the otters. I've seen a deer. I've gone to slip on my backside a few times. I've sunken ankle deep in mud. Ooh. So that's a kind of regular day for me. Mark, thank you so much for coming in. Right, let's get up over here. Ooh. Listen to that rain coming. It is almost 2 p.m. here. It's afternoon time. A wet afternoon as well, but hey, it's northern England in the winter. Well, autumn, coming into winter. Let's have a look on this bank. See, it's just been washed too much. Ooh, I'm getting caught. Let's go around on that table. I was hoping that my Bubba, how are you doing? Bubba, it was close. I had the heart flutters that I was going to go. All those years of growth. It's a decent age. I think there's about 20 years growth from there to there. Maybe more. Just a quick count. Someone's had a bonfire there right in the base of that pine tree. Why do that? They've got a stash of seats that they've been making. A lot of the local kids in summer, the water's down a lot and you've got a lovely sandy beach all along here, so the kids come to swim. How you doing, Bubba, anyway? Have a look over on the Budfires. Sue, drop your link. Sue is doing a post every day. Thankful this post every day. I mean, I'm absolutely loving them. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Oh, cool headspace. I'm looking for a decent tree to hide under. Well, this blows over. Indeed, they're really rare here. There's the main river that goes from round here to the sea. I mean, like 4 times the width of this one. I've seen them there. And it's not actually that far overland that way because they will travel overland. So we started seeing the footprints. And I know they've had young this year from those footprints. So love to see them. Yeah, right, Review, how you doing? Thank you very, very much, Review. I know, Deej, 5 years. I didn't have the guts to post and do lives at all. I started posting videos and just stuff like the dogs, the cats, stuff that just made me happy. But then, like Cass was saying, post your candles. So I started doing that, and it just went from there. Then I got the balls to do lives. Terrified me, absolutely. I'm okay now, but it used to terrify me going live. Otter dens just in there. Oh, cool, Deej. This show I can finish off quickly, thank you very much. Salty, how are you doing, Salty? Salty goes live magnet fishing and he finds amazing stuff. Lots of thingies, but he also finds amazing stuff. Jamie, I hate my voice. Absolutely hate my voice. If I've got to listen to myself, well, if I need to watch anything back, I turn the volume down so I can't hear myself. Thank you, Nits. Yeah, I had a message when I went on YouTube Studio last night that they monetised my channel. I only applied, filled out the AdSense and things, took the first steps 3 days before, I think, 2 or 3 days before. It was really quick. I didn't expect it to be so quick. But I would love a magnet. Whereas you all have more concentrated humans, shall we say. Places like this have got some history to it. You've got the Romans, you've got the church above me. Now, when that was a Roman fort, back in, it would have been like 100 AD, they'll have needed a water source, which will have been this. Run. Oh, they're big in Japan one, aren't they? Yeah, sometimes Cass, I'm like, oh, I'm a lot better than I was. So for the fort, they'll have needed a water source, and this is it. So you'd have had people walking up and down these banks daily for the water. You've got Hadrian's Wall, which I think is about 2 miles that way. And again, a lot of history, a lot of Roman occupation. You had border wars, you had the border reivers. There's just a lot of history in this area, so it would be interesting, historically wise, to be able to stick a magnet or two in. Say with a metal detector, I would love it. Yeah, listen to that rain, can you hear it? Love that sound, but preferably when I'm in the house warm and dry. So yeah, I was kind of surprised how quick it was. Yeah, Rose, I tend to be live Monday to Friday. The only issue I have with, oh crap, this bank's like glass. Only issue I have is school holidays. I've got a disabled little girl, so going out on walks to the extent that I do and going live is just a nightmare, so I can't really fit many in. But majority of the time, Monday to Friday, round about this time, quarter past 12 GMT onwards, I'm around. Cheeky chops, you alright? So I give you a spanner. Modest grower, thank you very, very much. Don't, Zaxton, because that field I was going to go through before, it's full of them. Right, this is mega, mega slippy. A stick would be a good idea. I should follow the deer track. Oh no, I can't follow the deer track. There's a deer track all the way through there. I'm stepping. The tree roots make natural steps. Wind and rain. Starting to ease off a bit. And when I had a look in that field, it was full of cows. There must have been about 30 from what I saw. Right, I nearly went over on this bit. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Lean forward. Tree roots are the answer. Tree roots, as well as a trip hazard, make excellent steps in mud. Ooh. Yeah, this bit's not too bad. Cheers, SB. I'll get you back with the ones. See, I would love to go along this bottom bit, but out of respect, I won't. Because the graves did go down, and I'll be scared to see what I find if you catch my drift. Ooh, I'll say that looks new, but it's not. It's 90. Is that 98 or 99? You know when you see these old marks in the trees, it makes me wonder if those people are still together. Someone trying to be fancy, look. M. Is that MI? TTSS. Ooh, someone's gone a bit far with this one. Hang on, I'll take you around. See, a lot of that was up here. Spice. Why would you? That's not funny. One of these trees that slipped out is quite whatever. It slipped down and it landed the right way up. Modest manufactured drugs. See how that bank, it's just slumped down the bank and it's ended the right way up and it's still growing just there. I think that's smart. Very lucky tree. But a lot of graves had to be reinterred over on that side. And I think this side's going to have an issue. I found a couple of cracks in the ground. Rain, go away, let me get through here. I say it's going to ease off and it... Tatty, thank you so much for coming in. Hope to see you next time. I wonder if the servicemen have been up yet. We'll have some Commonwealth war graves here. And the League come and tend those graves. Oh, over we go. The British Legion comes out and looks after them. Cuts them, leaves them poppies for Remembrance Day. We'll have a look. We've got a soldier from Canada here. And I'm not sure why he's here. Unless he was training, maybe. I do know he would have been my father-in-law, but he died when his kids were little. So obviously I never met him. That trained as a pilot. He was a navigator and flew in World War II. And he was sent to Canada for his aviation training. Now I didn't realise that at home. I've got his flight records, so I've done a video before, but I'll go through it with you again. Take a better video. There's loads of graves in there. No, I'm hoping that I'm safe. Peter, I hope. So who do we have? Yes, he's got a new poppy. Private Arbel, Border Regiment, 16th of October 1916, age 40. Thank you for your service. As it's almost Remembrance Day, we'll have a look through them all. Lance Corporal J. Campbell, Border Regiment, 31st of October 1918, age 21. Thank you for your service. I think this might be the Canadian. We'll have a look. Shandy, how you doing? TJ Taylor, Army Service Corps. He was a driver. 30th of June 1916, age 30. Thank you for your service. Here we go. I love the fact that they look after him too. E. Foley, Royal Artillery, 13th of November 1941, age 27. Thank you for your service. I almost missed this one. I know he's over this side. Could it be him? No. Private H.S. Riddell, East Lancashire Regiment, 27th of July 1920, age 38. Thank you for your service. have another over here. Sure, I'm missing some. Did I get the two here? TJ Taylor, yes. Here we go. W. Baxter. Gordon Highlanders. 20th of March 1920, age 20. Until the day dawns. Thank you for your service. Oh, sorry, Shanley. I have one up here. I have one as well at the very start of the churchyard. It doesn't look like that grave's bleeding. That's weird. I'll also show you some of the oldest graves in here. Now they carved them on the back. As you can see, as the decades went on, they didn't carve the back, only the front. But on the old ones, they do. Ooh, tree droppage. Private H.P. Nixon, machine gun corps, 31st of October, 1916. Thank you for your service. This is a more unusual carved one for one of the oldest. Unfortunately, Shanley will tell me I haven't got the stuff to do a rubbing to see it. The angel. Oh, are you right? You're going to get a close-up of my leg. Please ignore me. Sorry, I was just cleaning you off. I've got an angel. Is that better? Right, let's have a look. We have another over here. Trying to be careful where I stand. Up in that top corner, we have a lot of older Navy. People that served in the Navy. Sergeant J. Patterson, Canadian Machine Gun Corps, 13th of April 1918, age 34. Thank you for your service. You guys got a maple leaf. Anyone in Canada, you can look up his number, 86092, Sergeant J. Patterson, Machine Gun Corps, Canadian Machine Gun Corps. Thank you, J. Patterson. We have Sazzy, how you doing? Yeah, it's well looked after, and the British Legion come in to look after the war graves as well. They've all got new poppies. With a wooden cross with "Lest We Forget." Our town has on the Moot Hall. I put it on my story, but I'll put it on community posts as well. It's all crocheted poppies, and it's about 20 feet maybe long, and it flows down the front of the church, and the soldiers' names are pinned to them at the bottom. Really, really pretty, and just a lovely gesture. How you doing, Sazzy? I like the bark, the way the bark goes on that. So we have Anne, widow of William, 1888. (1871). There's a couple of... These graves tend to be those of the vicars here. They tend to get those nice marble crosses. James Fisher. Edward Farish, sons and daughter of Isaac, who were interned in the new cemetery. Thanks very much, Sazzy. I couldn't believe it. Just went on to studio and boom, you were a partner. It was so quick. These ones, they've made an effort on the back. I love the stonework on that one as well. Just too damaged. Right, here is one of the older ones. Now, can we see what you've got on? They have a sash type detail. Here you've got a heart, and here you've got a sand timer. That one's the same. You've got the scrolls, and then you've got a heart and a sand timer. Now there's one further that way, and it's actually got a skull and crossbones, which was a bit weird. So you have Elizabeth Wright, daughter. I can't make you out. The engraving is very much more simpler. And if they couldn't fit words in, for example, Elizabeth, they just squeezed it in. They would often start words on the next line. This one's another old one as well. Unfortunately, it's too degraded. But if I did what Shandy told me to, I would be able to see it. No, you don't. Oh, Lord, how you doing? Nice to see you. Here's another one with engraving on the back. A lot of them as well had coats of arms on the back. And it tends to be the 17 to 1800s headstones. See, that one's got really pretty masonry work done on it. Can we see your year? I don't think we can. But again, it's that very simple writing, although the S's are an actual S. On some of them, they are, an S is an F. And this one's an 1800. Graham aged, he died 10th. He died 10, 11th, 1800, aged 28. Now I've missed a big portion out there. There's a lot of young people, young adults in that back corner. There must have been serious disease going around. One family lost 4 or 5 young adults within a year. I think about 4 of them in a year. Now this was a huge cross, absolutely massive. Oh, was it a cross? Was it meant to be? See how I've got this part here? It's making me wonder if it was. Latrobe, how you doing? If it was actually a cross. If it was huge. Sadly, we've had a grave drop recently. Yeah, I need to look it up, Shandy. I need to work it out. Now, this is a really old one, and it has writing through the top, which I think is them adding on somebody else. 18th one. Is that 1880? Can't quite make that one out. And again, another old one. 1742. And there you go, you should be able to see that. Let's have a look at the back of you. What have you got? Now this one. Ooh. I think this one has been to hold 4 family members. No, 3. Just can't quite make out that writing on the top. Now that I've not seen before. come here all the time and I've never noticed that before. That's bad. This one on the back, we've got the sand timer. Can't quite make out the second, I think it's a heart. And on the front, totally covered in moss, and I don't want to mess with the moss because I don't want to damage it. In memory of Elizabeth, daughter of John and Jane Barker, plasterer, Brampton, who died March the 4th, 1820. This too. Also Jane, wife of the above John Barker, who died August the 22nd, 1839. Age 47. John Barker, he survived November 1869, so he had a fairly good life, and I had granddaughters. So the family did carry on, but in those, I'm going to say, but in those times, that's what happened. Medicine, living conditions, diet. But here, I mean, you had people living into the 80s, and I can't work out why. Could be the farming community. This one is kind of special. On the back, we've got him. He's holding what looks like a staff and a sand timer. See how old you are. Departed March. Make him out. So this is all the older part. This one has to be one of the oldest as well. It's completely different to the others. We've got 1713, I think. 1713. That's all that's left. A big chunk missing out the side. This coat of arms is lovely. I love this one. Really pretty. Anyone UK tell me what time it is? Please, I can't see. So this one was age 73. The date is gone. And Joe back to front. This one was 1804. Cool, thanks SB. Wife of W. Gardner of Brampton, 1763, aged 67 years. And that was still a good age. Another one died 1798. He was 84 years old. And that is such a good age. Such a good age. A sand timer and a heart on this one. Have we done that one? No, we haven't. This is another favourite. This is the skull and crossbones. And you've got Remembereth written at the top. And you've got a skull and crossbones on the back. And it was quite common. A common marking back in the day. Here lieth the body Hannah Hutchinson. She was aged 72, I think, and she was, zoom in, 1735, I think that is. And again, you've got an angel at the top there. Ooh, chips, yes please. Where's mine? Some more of the older ones. The older ones were a lot smaller. I mean, this would have been a well-to-do family, this one. It's huge. 1868. Really fancy. I'm surprised that the water hasn't destroyed these finials in the corner, that the water can collect in them. So if I have a look at that one. Cool, dude. Let's have a look at these. This one's 1755, the lichen's helping me out. So this is the memory of Mary, the wife of John Parker Brampton, who died June the 4th, 1755, aged 42 years. So she was a good age for her age. This one must be a lot newer. It's really... Oh no, it's not. In affectionate remembrance of Elizabeth, daughter of George and Eleanor McDougall, who died in Beltingham. Don't know where that is. April the 4th, 1864. Oh, aged 2 years and 10 months. Also, Eleanor, third daughter, who died at Brampton, June 23rd, 1885, aged 20 years. Also, the above Eleanor, wife of George, who died 14th of March 1913, 80 years old. George lived to 1910. He was 84. Even for the turn of the century, 84 is another good age. Lovely coat of arms on there. We'll have another soldier in this back corner. Simulation, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Lost Fair, how are you doing? Team Lynch, check out Team Lynch, the lush. Oh, fabulous, Cass. Can you change? I think it's 1868. One right in the corner over there. I think that's the oldest in here. That I can tell because a lot have lost their faces. And I'm looking for... There's a few with spelling mistakes and words that they couldn't fit in. This one's 1751. In the memory of the wife of John Robinson. Now, that says Robinson, but can you see that S looks like an F? And what makes it confusing is they swap and change. They'll do a usual, what we know as an S, but they'll also use that stylized S. 1751 we have there. We'll have some more scratched in at the bottom, but they're overlapping, look. Why have they overlapped? Why have they overlapped? It's a bit iffy. I always feel a bit sorry for the ones that are well out of the way. Here lieth the body of Mary, the wife of someone Pelterson, who died April... I'm going to dodge the tree to get in. We have 1742. 21st of April. Now this one doesn't have... You see, you've got funny letters in wrong places. Again. Oh, ye wife. Ye wife of Isaac. Oh, that was a branch in my eye. Champion. Now I'll have a group of older ones just here. The Trope, have a good one. Thank you so much for coming in. Here lies the body of William Bank, 1737. This is an old one. This is 1700s as well. Can't quite make out. Some of them, it seems to be that they've tried to add people and not had much room. Memory of John Graham of the Wheat Sheaf. So he had a pub. The Brampton merchant who died February 16th, 1756, aged 51. W. Graham, who died December 17... Have a guess. I do like that little one. Do like it. It's cute. Can't quite make you out either. The lichen either works with you or works against you. And this one is enormous for this graveyard. It's one of the tallest stones. It's really pretty. We've got a couple of Bibles up. Even that carving still exists. Work that out. The carving on the Bibles exist. And even the pages that are carved in, look. But the writing's gone. Work out that. No, there's a new one being made. Land was bought just next door. Mary. Here we go. This is what I'm trying to show you. Right. Here lieth the body of John of... Now this should be all one word. It should be Brampton. This... Hang on, where's my finger? B-A-R-A-M. And it should be P-T-O-N. But Brampton. They split the words. They didn't think about fitting things in. 1743. Sorry, 48 we have there. And of those graves of that kind of age, you have that happens a lot. Now, we're in the middle of the country, although it's probably the narrowest point, but have a lot of sailors. Thomas Atkinson of Brampton. Right, we've got the S's. So we've got Wilkinson, S-O-N. Now what does that mean? P-U, is it P-U-I, what's a Pizer? Perser? But that's an F, that F is normally a stylized S. And the Royal Navy who died May 9th, 1809, aged 49. But they did that a lot. They would swap between the stylized and the more modernist. Departed, something friend, dry up your tears. Okay, right, who can tell me what this says? Departed, dear. Departed, dear friend, dry up your tears till Christ... Nice one, Cass. Till Christ appears, I would say. Departed, dear friend, dry up your tears. I must lay here till Christ appear. I think that last word's appear. As little poems go on them, that's one of the nicer ones. Ooh, dizzy. Dizzy ducks. Oh yeah, almost back to the soldier that we haven't seen yet and paid respects to. In our town, in the main square, there's a procession. There's an RAF base down the road. So they come and do a procession through the town. The British Legion, they all come. Here lies Margaret Hoff? No, Margaret, daughter of, can't tell because she split the name. That should say Burren, but they split the word again. Ooh, of Mr. Burr, but it should say Burren. So Burren finishes down there. Very low flying plane that I can't see because of the cloud. This one I like too. Here lies the body of Johann Wallace, 1719. This is one of the older ones. Again, it's that stylised writing. You can see my hills, look. The rain clouds are just still sitting on the top, but when we got here, they didn't exist. Hey sheeples. We've walked we've walked all those moors, and we've got those ones in the back there to do. They're on my list. Let's have a go around to our other soldier. That's another really old one. If you can't read the engraving, you can tell by the stylised writing. Here we go. Andrew Robert Sutcliffe. He was an aircraftman. Royal Air Force, 23rd of February 1940, age 26. Dearly loved second son of Walter and Muriel Sutcliffe, Brampton. Thank you for your service. Thanks, Philosopher even. This one's going to lose its face, so we'll get her date in while we can. So, Isaac Hall, Glazier of Brampton, who died January 1843, aged 72. Also, Sarah, his wife, who died July 16th, 1838, aged 63. Again, really good ages. Also, John, their son, who died November 17th, 1850, aged 58. Mary, wife of the above, John, who died October 31st, 1880, aged 80. And we're going to lose this bottom part. So we'll stand back and get that in. Just so there's still a record of who it is. That one is sad, it's all children. These ones, again, they're really old. They split the words. You see how they write right to the edge. And they'll carry it on the next line. They just didn't think about spacing at all. $17.90. That's a very decent aged one. Now this one's really reserved for a really old one. Here lies the body of James Thirlwall of... This is a prime example again. So Thirlwall, and that should say Brampton, but it says Bra. And he finishes the word Brampton on the next line. Who died? D-Y-E-D. May 8th in the year of our Lord 1766, I would say. Aged, I think That's 76, I think. Very, very old. Very old. It takes you a while to get your head around reading the Old English. Very fancy writing. Erected in the memory of Jane, the daughter of William and Jane Richards, clockmakers, who died 1823, aged 14 months. Also the wife of William, July the 9th, 1855, aged 72. So she was a fair age when she had the baby. Interesting. And then back down into this corner. Pizza, if you're still in, that's the oldest one that I've found so far. 1686. And the engraving on it has stood much better than some of the more recent. So we've got our naval officer just there. I do like his headstone. So, and he was in service as well, so thank you for your service. I need to look up that battle. Johnny, have a good one. Mother. I can see mother on this one, but that's about all I can read. Do you know, I've not really done this corner before. Thomas Jane. 1826. 1807. This one's, what's that on the top? So, we have, right, we'll have 1731 on here, age 60. On the top, we have 1719. Let's go back around. The way the light is, you can see it better this way. Can you see the numbers there? So 1717. Why is that written on the top? But she's after that, and she's on the actual stone. Any ideas, anyone? Why that would be? I can't quite make that out either. Oh, a tallow chandler. Mary, wife of Christopher Parker, tallow chandler, who died 23rd of January 1813, age 61. The above Christopher Parker, who died 1830, aged 80. A tallow chandler. They've got another old one. Here lies the bodies of Edward and Rachel Parker Edward, who died December. Did they die together? 1773, aged 37 years. Died, 17th of, died Feb. Can't quite make it out. That one's totally worn. I think this one is it? Yes. This one's really worn. Age 29, there's a lot of people in this one as well. 1816, I can see. 1816, 1833. This one, 1818. Leanna, wife of Thomas Routledge Birchhead, who died September 1818. Wolf, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, no way, that's fabulous, 70. Who died 17th of Feb 1819. And again, aged 20. You see how they've squeezed months in? They did that a lot. 27th of Feb 1820, aged 8 years. So that is the local graveyard. 1748. Thomas Wallace. Jamie, what are you wanting at? Yeah, true. But yeah, for those that went in at the start, this church was gifted to be a church in the 1200s, but there was known to be a Roman fort here before that. It's been built with stone robbed from Hadrian's Wall. I'll show you the pieces of masonry that I've found that are decorative from Hadrian's Wall. Where are we? So I've got a piece there. I presume that will be internal. And that's the oldest window. That's a Norman window. I found the odd stone along here with interesting markings. You see that one? It's cutting like waves. So I presume that was internal from Hadrian's Wall as well. Some of the guideposts maybe. That wall is badly bowing out, look. I need to do some work on that. It's still used, the church itself. It does have services. And then you have the more modern. It was originally a mortuary. I'll take you around the other side as we go out. The lady wasn't here to get the keys off. I'll take you in here again. Let's go on the top. When I catch the lady to get the keys. So again, here's the extension. And here's the original church. Seen that as well. That makes me wonder what that was from. I know they face the stone, but that's done in an unusual way. I can't see many more. But you can say, yeah, that definitely is from Hadrian's Wall. There you have it. Indeed, yes, there is. There are quite a few with Celtic crosses at the back there. And the main window. Right, I want to be really careful where I stand. I know some people say it's a little bit more, but I love going around and read them all. It's really interesting seeing all the different styles. And the farm, the main house was actually the vicarage to this church. Should be on a bike. The building was gifted to be a church around about 1200. But there was a building there, a Roman fort, before that, but exact dates aren't known. The quarry just down the road, that was in existence in 209. So probably that stone was used here, it's quite close. A sneaky look at the old vicarage. It's all now a farm. And there you go. Nice one, SB. And we've had a wall round here, and I think we've had a cross. See that round piece of stone? But it's all around the base of a tree. There was a tree embedded in this little wall. It must be one of the earliest roundabouts in the country. Oh yes, Copper Beach, fish and chips. Janelle, how you doing? Lovely to see you, Janelle. How you doing? So we are going to end that there. Oh, the lovely smell of a farmyard. We're going to end that there. Thank you for keeping me company and listening to me waffle on to myself. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. I'm going to put up a poll about where we go probably on Friday. I'll give you a few locations and you can all decide and vote. Do it like that way. But thank you all so much for keeping me company. I've got to get away and get on that school run, and I'll see you all again soon. So thanks everyone, and thank you very much all those that donated as well. It's mad. Kind of blows my mind, but thanks a lot. See you soon.